Today is September 4th. In 7 days, we start our 2017 homeschool music classes. I'm really excited. And I've been telling you about how that God gave me a dream as a child. He gave me the desire to want to be a band teacher. And I went to a couple years of college, had a bad car accident, spent almost the entire time in bed for the next year. And it was during this time that my mother had to come to a really hard realization, and I know that those of you who have kids will understand this. For the first 9 days or so after the accident, I would be in and out of consciousness. I was really doing really bad. And she had cried and prayed and cried and prayed, and I realized that this is beginning to tinge on the Christianity thing a whole lot here, but that's who and what I am. And she went down to pray where people who are really desperate pray. Most people go to the chapel. My mom went to the bathroom. And she prayed, Lord, I don't want you to take Kay, but if that's what you want to do, I give her to you. And from that moment on, I started getting better. They found out that I had almost no oxygen in my blood. My lungs had collapsed. So they put me on a vent. And needless to say, it was a very long, very, very difficult. And during that period of time, that dream was still deep down in there. But I didn't know if it would ever come to fruition. And I was, and I still am, an optimist. So I thought that the same way I went down, which was as a softball player, basketball player, touch football player, hiker, bicyclist, that I would get up the same way. I was in for a rude shock. And that had a lot to do with how God filled that dream of a band director. With one note, and then we'll go ahead tomorrow. And that is, there's always people who say why things happen. The truth is, things just happen. Jesus said things happen to bad people, things happen to good people. I don't know. I'm not nearly that smart or that wise. But I believe that God is providential. And I believe that He knew that He needed to slow me down. Because if He hadn't, I wouldn't be a band director to homeschool kids. See you tomorrow, 7 days and counting.